Hi guys, welcome to Creation Lab Soapery channel. Today we have Melanie with us, so there's back of us working together as a team. This is our second soap in our Retro Month series. The first one we did was a sock hop. You'll see the other video that was posted before this one. This one, we're going to take you into the 60s. Now, 60s obviously is known for the hippies, and I mean there's a lot of things that go along with that, but we've already done kind of like a hippie soap. We've done a peace soap. So for this one we wanted to do flower power, and boy are we gonna put a lot of flowers in it. Obviously this is going to be a flower fragrance soap, and we're going to be using some greens and some flower colors, a little orange, pink, and purple. But we are gonna put the top with a bunch of these flowers. I mean, we got this pack, and I could not decide which ones that I liked more. So we're gonna put them all on there. And these ones are really big ones, and so they're all dried flowers. This is lilies. You can't really tell in there. We got hibiscus flowers. I mean, there's just a ton of them. This one I love. I love the pink and whites on that. This is dandelions. Oh, it says marigolds. I mean marigolds. But you know, they're jasmine flowers. And you can't forget the roses. And so we've got all of those. We've already took them out of the packets. Let's set that aside, and then we've got them on our tray. So our soaps are gonna have a blend of all of these, and they're gonna smell great with the fragrance oils and the colors. And we're just gonna do a little swirl. We're doing a 35-ounce recipe. We're not doing any high tops because the star of the show is gonna be those flowers. And so
no high tops. What?
Actually, we don't really have a lot of high tops fun this month.
I know.
Okay. So we have another person that works with the team. That's Ray, and he has been doing the wrapping and the labeling, and that I'm sure he's going to enjoy this month. There's not so many hard tops. They're a little harder to wrap. But with that, we're going to go ahead and let's get this soap made. I'm going to adjust the camera, and so take you over here and do our best. And sorry about all the wigglies. We will get our editing figured out.
Huh.
Probably in 30 years.
It's like get my fiance down to show us.
Well, we're planning a wedding. So I'm going to have Mel, because she hasn't done this for quite a bit. She's going to do some of the mixing, and then we'll separate the colors. So we're going to be putting our lye solution. Now I have sodium lactate in here for hardening the bars and Tussa silk. That adds a little bit more of a silky feel with the bars. So whatever extras that we can do. And it's our normal soap base with coconut, olive oil, castor oil, sweet almond oil, and a little bit of palm. So with that, we'll blend up. She's gonna blend until it's completely mixed together, but she won't blend all the way because we'll do a little bit more with the colors and fragrance.
Okay, that should be good.
Yeah, it should be good. So it's completely blended together. The oils at least are mixed. And we'll do a little bit more blending in a second. So we're gonna need 4 of these. You want me to take this out of your way? For a second anyway. And so she's going to divide. It does not matter if it's evenly divided, but she's going to divide between those 4. It's been a while, huh?
Oh yeah.
Been a while.
Okay. And I'm gonna come back to them. Just gonna put a.
Actually, let's do 3 and we keep one in the one container.
Oh, that's smart. Saving dishes. Say what? Okay, and then a little bit, and leave that much back in.
I'm just kind of scrape this a little bit back into it. Save all that soapy stuff. All right. Pretty simple there. So then we're gonna take some of these spoons. We'll move it out of your way so you can kind of see. We'll start with this one. And I'm gonna do a little wipe up.
I didn't do it.
So go ahead and actually into that one, do the green. We're gonna be using Green Vibrance. That's a Nurture soap, I believe. Do just a little bit more because I want it to be really bright green. That's what it should do. And we'll set that to the side. And then another Nurture soap that we're gonna do is we're gonna use Lollipop Mica. It's a pink color. And then we're gonna do an orange called Koi for Mad Micas. And I love Mad Micas. A little color goes a long way with theirs. Use the vessel.
I'll try
You should
it.
see her face.
I can't do it.
Maybe I can't either.
No.
All right, so let's see if we can get this one open. And I'm gonna take this over to the master opener.
Boom. This one is called Grape by Mad Micah.
Great knee high.
Grape. Oh, knee high. Oops. I forgot that letter. Okay. And just that. Perfect.
So Great Knee High reminds me of MASH. Our MASH Radar, which was that filmed in the 60s or 70s? I'm not too sure. But anyway, Radar would drink Great Knee Highs.
And here's our koi. Because it's totally cool.
All right. And then, so we just mixed up a blend of fragrance oils. We just did our own blend. So we'll start with maybe mixing the green.
Yeah, and the fragrance oil is a floral scent.
So just go ahead and you start blending, and then I'll help you on that. So much easier too, people.
Okay. That is good. Scrape.
So you go ahead and I'll take the spoon and I'll scrape up the sides a little
Okay.
on that and incorporate. So if you want to pull over the next color. So I'll get all this yellow off the side here.
Oops. Yeah, it's okay. No splash. Okay, and then here's this.
And it's okay too to have it because it will blend in pretty good.
I didn't do it. I'm not gonna worry about scraping because this is, you know.
No problem. We'll scrape a little bit right before we put in.
Okay, that is good.
Scrape a little like that. That's our last one to keep some of the soap inside, as much soap as we have. All right, so what I was thinking, and you can do as you want, because I've been doing all the planning lately, but I was thinking just pour this green all the way into our mold. So we'll get everything off so they can see better. Put that right where they can see. And then just pour that all in. And it's just gonna be swirled. So all these colors are gonna be swirled together.
Okay. Scrape that into our little soap mold.
And that's, we can save some green for a little bit on top, and that'll be fine.
Yeah, so there we go. Okay.
All right, and then next I would do that. And then so, because you got it swirled, you won't necessarily need this.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just pour, and you can pour from high or up or down low. It's up to you. Depending on your height of when you're pouring, will change. If it's a little too thick, then if it's thickening up, we'll need to move a little bit, but it should break into there. If you're not seeing that, then we'll do a little technique in between.
Yeah, and then did you want this whole color poured in here?
You can do an alteration. Let's do a little bit of this too, because I
Yeah.
see it's thickening.
Okay.
So then go ahead and pour some of the other. Any floral fragrance will also do this.
See that stick? Okay.
I like that pink and the purple together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just to incorporate the green, I'm gonna do a little bit of pushing it around, just a teeny bit.
Gotcha.
So also the other colors go down to the bottom. Now I would just, so it doesn't accelerate too fast on you, I just work on getting them in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then here's the stick. Scrape that in there.
And then go ahead and grab the pink and I'll be scraping that. It's still not a bad behaving, it's just florals are always accelerants. Some soap makers don't like to even mess with them because of that. But, you know, it is what it is. I like them. It's not too bad, it's still workable. And then I'm gonna just do this a little bit. And let's do a tap down. And then go ahead. And then I'll start working on this.
Okay, that one's good. I'm gonna take this pink. Okay.
And do a tap down. I'll do a little swirling around of it.
Okay.
And do a tap down again. And we'll do a little bit of a swirlies.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
I love those colors together.
Oh,
and then
yeesh.
we're gonna put just a little bit of this here. Got more purple in here. Just might as well add a teeny bit of green. And so what I'm gonna do is pull that a little bit up. And so, not that you're gonna see this beautiful top, because guess what time it is? We're gonna first, I'm gonna actually get a little baby wipe. I'm gonna clean up our sides a little. Make it all fixed up. We got a little on the sides and that, but it looks beautiful. I mean, I'm gonna show you guys this. So this alone, like this is a gorgeous soap. But we're gonna add this on top. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna spray a little rubbing alcohol to help with the soda ash on the actual soap. And then it won't hurt for it to help us, the flowers to get added on. I can't say the word.
It's okay.
Properly. So with that, I'm gonna let Mel do her work and decide what she's gonna do, and then maybe I'll add a little too. With two hands working, it's a little bit much, and so I kind of got them divided, you see, with each one. So
Yes.
this is gonna be so gorgeous. So it was the 60s. Now, I wasn't born in the 60s. My mom's, she was a little girl in the 60s, I would say. 'Cause she was born in 53. And that kind of started doing her younger years in the late 60s and stuff like that. She started becoming a teenager and stuff. But just the stories. I think the 50s was my grandma's the best time when she talks about, and the 60s was my mom's favorite. And I could be wrong, but I think that my Aunt Lisa liked the 70s a little bit. Well, we're gonna do a soap with that. Just in regards to our soap theme, she's talked about it in the past, but she might have been at 80s or 90s, I don't know. But we're going to be doing that next. So we're going to be doing 4 soaps, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and an 80s. And we're doing something for the 90s, but it's not going to be a soap. But I think you guys are going to love it. So you guys got to watch this entire soap series. Last month was our July soap series, which was all my things for my birthday. I'd add some of the bigger ones too, and then add the littler ones. Just because they take up some room and it's easier to fill in.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Undo that.
Isn't it looking gorgeous, guys? Let's see if I can come a little closer without making everything messed up. Maybe. So, but we have a Superman soap, and the video will talk about why I chose Superman. We have a Secret Garden. We have Animal Crossing. We have Musical Inspiration, which was inspired by Pink and Madonna, which is 2 of my favorite strong females singers. What else did we do? We did one not for my birthday month, but we did a D&D soap. We did, because we did one already, and it was kind of a fire color and fiery scents. So many people absolutely loved it, and that one sold out, so I made another one. And that one's more with the fragrance as well as the colors, earth and water based. So it's pretty cool. And am I missing any? What did we do last month?
I don't know. I wasn't really here because it was quarantine.
I know there's one I think I'm missing. Oh, Celebration.
Oh yeah, that
That's
one.
your pink cupcake, and oh my gosh, that one is so great. It's a big soap, but it is wonderful. Now see, with all these embeds onto this particular soap, it can cause really bad drag marks. So when we cut it, we're gonna put it to our side. By also not making it a high top soap, that makes it easier to cut. And then when we cut, we're gonna cut it with the flower side out this way. So it first goes through this side, which has no embeds, and then goes over, hitting this last. So just in case you guys make your own soap with anything like that, that's what we could do. And you're gonna probably have more flowers than you can put on, but you're making it work.
I am, because some of these have like their little cute stems, and
So those are, the little white ones are jasmine flowers,
Yeah.
which actually, did you know jasmine flowers are what is used to make jasmine tea?
Yeah, I actually have some jasmine flowers for my tea at home. I think it makes it taste, what? It just went everywhere. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do that. Add some of these guys. Ooh,
Let's see.
it's kind of hard to
In my
do.
opinion, sprinkle little pink flowers.
Oh yeah, do
All right.
I've got a little bit, some more gaps. I'm gonna just press it.
She's making every single inch covered. You guys are gonna enjoy it. It is definitely, and then it's kind of nice because it has all these beautiful flowers on it, and you can smell it too. This is going to be really hard because we have our Facebook page, which is our Creation Lab on Facebook. Feel free to join over there. Honestly, when we do contests and special deals, that's the page where you'll be notified and where you guys can get it. But anyway, we usually show what we're working on and show pictures, and then we make everyone wait because they have to wait for the 4 weeks to cure. So we decided to try something different this year. We're gonna make all of these, not this year, this month, all of these, and we're not gonna tell anybody what we're doing. We're not gonna show many sneak peeks, and they're all gonna have to wait until August, and then we'll reveal them all. But it's not that we're gonna leave everybody hanging because we're working on a bunch of other products other than the soap series, and they will be able to have all of those you know, too. So like, you know, like we're gonna be making something called Angel Bath, and we're gonna have whipped soaps, and we're working on sugar scrubs and a bunch of other things. So, all right, and we're gonna douse this really good
It's a masterpiece.
with rubbing alcohol so everybody sticks in there. She's gonna give you a little close up. It's a gorgeous soap. You guys are gonna want to get in there and get it right away. I have a feeling this one will sell quickly.
Gosh.
So thank you guys for watching. This will be in our Etsy store. Our Etsy store for shop name is Our Creation Lab. I'll include a link below, so make it just easy. You just click that link and it'll take you right over there. It will be there on August 1st. Feel free to like, subscribe, watch our different soaping videos and the different ideas on different soaps that we have. You guys have a good day. Thank you for watching.